Give you 3 drills for your running form. So these are really 3 basic drills, and you can do these on their own or before your run to help you with your run. So the 3 drills are going to be ball of foot hops, and this is for elasticity. This is to help you run longer and faster. So using elasticity means you'll use less impact, so less muscle fatigue, which is really nice. The second drill is going to be pulling. This is the action of your run. So we're going to pull the foot up from the ground. That's our running action. And then the third drill we're going to do is putting it together. We're going to call that the fall pull. And fall pull is really how you run, because you want to maintain a connection with gravity to let your body basically fall forward, and then you pull your foot up. And the nice part is the simplicity of that. Like if I repeat consistently just these 3 drills, you'll be amazed at how that just becomes your natural run. So let me get started right away with the drills. And if you want to hang out, I'm going to just talk a little bit after I show each drill, how that incorporates more into your run. All right, so first I'll just start with the ball of foot hops. So you're just going to keep your knees bent. And I show this a lot, and it's like your knees are free, nice and bent. So if you want to, take your hands and put them on your hips and press down slightly, and then lift your rib cage up. This is really where you want to be for that hop. And then instead of jumping, what we're going to do is we're going to use our torso to pop our feet up from the ground. So try that for me. So my arms are relaxed by my side, and notice how I lift them up. And really what I'm doing is lifting my torso, and it pulls my feet off the ground. So now hold your arms lifted and feel how if you hold the rib cage lifted, this is called rebounding, hopping, rebounding. This is what you want for running. It sets a rhythm. It allows the muscle to use a minimal amount of action, only the amount that it needs. And this is really important because drill number 2 is pulling. And in pulling in the drill, we pull all the way to pose, all the way to that figure 4. We want it to be really a big movement, full pull. We want a big movement. So we're going to add the arm as well. So watch. You want to first pull your foot up, ankle up under hip. Remember, if you need balance, just grab a wall, okay? And then I also want you to add an arm swing. So your elbow is going to go back, same arm back that pulls, and then the other arm goes up. So this is called pulling. And we're exaggerating. Drills are really exaggerated. In your run, your arms will probably move this much, really. But you do the drill with a big pull. And feel, I'll turn this way. So remember, whichever foot you're pulling, that is the elbow that goes back. Feel how your torso lifts. Feel that torso lift. Standing knee stays bent. This is really important. And I'm using my hamstring. Again, really important. Knee stays down. The quad is quiet. You're just using the hamstring. Okay, very important. So a way to practice that is to catch the ankle. And you'll notice that when you do that, that knee bone stays down, thigh bone stays down. Okay, number 3. Okay, drill number 3 is falling. So falling is actually how you accelerate in running, and it's free falling. So you're going to use gravity, and what happens is your body, gravity and momentum both, you're traveling forward, your feet pull up to keep up, all right? So this is great because you're going to use elasticity for less impact. And again, when your body falls forward and you pull your foot up, it only weighs 2% of your body weight. So you should feel a lot lighter when you fall pull in your run. Okay, so here's how we're going to do it. We're going to start with both feet on the ground. Remember, falling is about, even though you're going to fall forward, I want you to think up. So we're going to make ourselves just a little bit taller, but keep your knees bent. So here we go. Lift through the torso, lift up, and as soon as you feel you're falling forward, I want you to pull your feet up. So here we go. Standing here, my knees are bent, body weight's on the ball of my foot. I'm just going to lift my torso up. Here we go. Lift. When I feel that I'm traveling forward, I went up, up. See, I pulled my foot up. So remember, we practiced that up of pulling. So now we're going to put that together. So the first step is just fall pull. So again, lift that torso up. You travel forward, and your response has to be to pull the foot up. So now let's try it by running in place. So now we're going to start with those hops. Okay, so now start pulling in place. So see, you're pulling, and you don't even have to pull very high. To fall forward, what do I need to do? I need to lift up. So try this. Lift your arms up. Now let them drop. Be ready. And you will start to travel. And then the response has to be to pull the foot up. See? So those 3 drills actually take you right into a run. So you could go right from, here we go. Start with these single hops, then lift the wrist. Feel that nice rebound. Start to pull. Up, 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 up. Lift and run. Up, up, up. So what starts to happen is you start to integrate those drills into your running. So to practice, you just do a few sets. I tell people do like 10 hops, 10 pulls, then rest. You'll be surprised, by the way, it gets your heart rate up because you're practicing running. So you'll use elasticity, you'll actually get some cardio out of it. And the nice part is I'm not worried about running. See, I'm just worried about the movement. I'm just feeling the movement. So the hops are just to give me elasticity. The pulls are to make sure I activate my hamstring and I understand what I'm supposed to do as the action of my run. Falling is how you accelerate. So you want to get comfortable with what that feels like to let your body just free fall. And then pulling becomes your natural response to falling. So this is the best part. In the beginning, you can't help it. You're just going to pull all the time. And running is pulling, right? So it's pulling. You're thinking of pulling, and I want you to think up, and I want you to find a fall point. I want you to lift your torso up. Chest will be open. And what happens when you run is when you get more and more comfortable with falling, you only need to break contact with the ground no matter what speed you run. That took me a long time to get, guys. And what happens in the beginning is you see those runners, right? They come by and their foot's way up here. It looks amazing. But think of how tiring that would be if they were actually pulling their foot that high. They're not. But in practice, I want you to. So just keep that in mind. When you practice, you're going to do a big pull. But the reason you need to learn how to hop is because when you run, you're really only doing this. The height of your pull comes from speed, comes from you falling. From that increased fall comes the height of that pull. So that takes a little while both to practice and to kind of get, but see how simple those drills are? So just think, you could do this before a run, you could do it by itself, but put in some elasticity. You want to activate the elasticity. That's what the hops do. Then what am I doing? I'm going running. So I'm going to pull and then up, 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 lift up, fall, and you're off. And keeping it that simple, honestly, it's a lot more fun to go out for a run. You want to go practice that. It feels good. It made me want to keep traveling. Like I want to keep running when I can feel how light my feet feel, how elastic they feel. The hardest part of running is the cardio. And that's okay. If your heart rate gets up, just take a break for a minute, bring it down, reset, get back into those drills. So, hey guys, I would love to work with you live. I watch people do not just their running, but I work with you on your drills, on your movement, on your strength to help you be a better overall runner. So you could join us, runrx.fit. If you've listened this long, thank you. Thank you for subscribing, those that do. If you haven't, please do. And share with your friends. These 3 tips really will get you started to running. Have a great run. Thank you.